Hello and welcome to this short introduction to strength training. It's something that you can do at home. You don't need any equipment except perhaps for a bottle of water, depending how heavy you want to go. So we're going to start off with some mobility. So we're just going to roll the shoulders back just to lubricate the shoulder joint, and then roll in the other direction. Then we're going to take the arms out, palms facing one another, and just open the chest. So we're just going to lengthen some of the muscles that we're going to be using in this workout. So you should feel a little bit of a stretch through the chest as you open the arm and draw the shoulder blade back. Lovely. Okay, then we're going to go into some squats. So feet will be hip width apart. The bottom is going to go back. You're hinging from the hip and then the knees bend. So we go back, the knees bend. I like to work out without my shoes because then I can feel my feet on the ground. I get that nice feedback from the feet and I'm working the foot muscles more. Obviously that is optional. So just take the bum back, the knees follow, the hips lead, the hips hinge. Just do 3 more of these, 2 more of these, and last one. Lovely. Okay, we're going to come into something called a single leg deadlift. So you're going to take the right leg behind you, the left leg in front, slightly soft front knee. And then we're going to move forward from the hip. So that is opposed to rounding the back. So your back might be tight. You might find this quite hard to do. But if you know what you should be doing, you can practice it in front of a mirror so you know how to do it. So you're hinging from the hip, the bottom goes back, you reach forward with the hand, push through the foot to come back up. So this is the leg we're working at the front. You should feel the hamstring is lengthening on the way down and then working on the way back. So that's the back of the thigh. So reach. So we're just giving it a little bit of length to start with before we get going. Good. And again, reach and come up, switching legs. Left leg back. Both hips facing in this direction, up on the tiptoes, hinging forward, bottom goes back, nice flat back, and just go to where you can go. There's no point reaching all the way down to the floor if your back is starting to round like this. So just hinging from the hip. That's it. With the breath, not holding the breath. Nice relaxed breathing. Good. And one more. And release. Nice. We're going to go side to side. So we're just going to take the legs a little bit wide. Come over to one side and then the other. We're stretching out these muscles in the inner thigh area. So the bottom heads back. So there's no strain into the knee. You're not throwing the weight onto the knee. You're pushing the bottom backwards to take the strain away from the knee. And just going side to side a few times. If you want to, you could stretch the arms out in front of you. Nice. Stretch and stretch. Good. And then we're just going to bring the knee up with a little bit of rotation and just getting the spine to rotate a little. Good. Nice. We'll do 4 more of these. Last one. And relax. Okay, so now we're going to come on to our first strength move, which is going to be a squat. So exercise 1 is going to be a squat. A squat appears easy but can be challenging if you're quite tight in your calves, for example, or in your back. So it can be quite hard to get into the position. To make it a little bit easier, we're going to use a chair to give us that feedback of where we are. I'm going to use this 5-litre water bottle. It's just easy if you don't have any weights to use this, or you could use the 2-litre bottle. If you've got some weights, you could also use some weights, or if you don't want to start off with a weight, you can just do it body weight only. Feet hip width apart. We're going to start by holding the weight here, leaning forward, press firmly through both feet, squeeze the bottom and come up. So we're using the chair for our feedback. So feet hip width apart, pressing firmly through the feet, bottom goes back first, knees follow and sit down. Then you lean forward from the hip, press into the feet, come up. This is really simple because we're using the chair. We're not going down too far. Knees tracking nice and straight over the toes. Lead with the bottom. Come forward, press into the feet, come up. Try and press into the baby toe because that will help fire up your hips and back. So you should feel it in your thighs and around your hips and your bottom on the way up. Let's do 4 more. Squeeze and down. Don't forget to breathe. So we breathe in and out, trying to keep the rest of the body nice and relaxed. Good. And again. Slowly down. And 1 more. Breathing in, breathing out. And release. Nice. Okay. So once you've got the hang of it with the chair, and you can start with maybe 10 or 12 repetitions, then you can move on to doing it without the chair. So feet hip width apart, firmly through the feet, evenly through the feet, bottom goes back, you go as far as you're comfortable to go, press into the feet, drive back up. Bottom goes back, press into the feet, drive back up. Breathing in here, breathing out. Good. Number 4, breathing in, breathing out. Number 5, breathing in, breathing out. 5 more. Nice and slow. The slower you go, the harder it is as you have to control the muscles and the joints. 3 more. Good. 2 more. And last 1. And release. Okay, so we've done 2 sets, and for the 3rd set we're going to add another movement just to make it a little bit more challenging. So we're going to go down into the squat with a bicep curl. We keep the elbows tucked in, we bring the weight, or just the arms if you're not using a weight, up and down. Good. Number 4. So keeping that nice positioning of the squat. Number 5. Keep pressing firmly through the feet. Good. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Nice. Exercise number 2 is for the upper body. It's a pushing exercise, and I'm going to use this bottle of water. You can use a weight, a kettlebell, whatever you have, or even a jar with some rice in it, something like that. Anything that's going to give you a little bit of resistance. So feet hip width apart, relax the back down into the floor. Breathing in, breathe out. Soften the rib cage down. Put something under your head if it's more comfortable with something under there. Try and relax the upper body a little. And then you're going to grab hold of your weight. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, push it up. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Keep going. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And relax. So you might want to do it with a lighter weight, but you might surprise yourself and find that a slightly heavier weight is okay. Okay, let's do a second round. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Keep going. 5 more. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and last one. Good. So you have a little rest after you've done a set, and then you do a second set. I would always say to try and do 3 sets of whatever it is you're doing. Okay, let's go again. Breathe in across the chest, lift. So we're over the chest, we're lifting. Good. Good. 5. Breathe in, breathe out. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. Number 10. Exercise 3 is for the back of the legs, but it's also really helpful if you have tight back muscles. It's the single leg deadlift. So just like we did in the warm-up, we're going to take the right foot behind us. We're going to have the foot firmly planted on the floor with a slightly soft knee. I'm going to use this again, but you could use any weight or even no weight to start off with. So we're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, we hinge forward from the hip and come down to wherever we can go. Breathing in and breathing out. So you should feel it in this front hamstring. Push into the foot to come back up. Hinge from the hip. So if your back's quite tight, you might not go down very far. Let's do 5 more. And you could hold it like this, because you might not go down very far, so you might be going like so. Or you could use your lightweight or your lighter water bottle. Come back up. Good, 2 more. And last one. Come back up and switch. So switching legs, breathing in, breathing out. Just go to where you can go. Good. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Push into the foot to come back up. Ooh, that's quite a tough exercise. Okay, so let's do another set of those. I'll show you what it looks like with the weight. In case you have a weight. Foot goes back, hips face forward, breathing in, breathing out. Good, just go to where you can go. You don't have to go all the way down. You might feel a little bit wobbly because your back foot is lifted. So you might get a little bit wobbly. That's okay. 2 more. Last one. And switch. Number 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And release. I'm going to leave you with just 2 sets of those today, because that is quite a hard exercise if you haven't done it before. So that's all we're going to do for today. We've got the squat, we've got the upper body push, and we've got the single leg deadlift.